Hello, welcome to today's The Word in a Flash. I'm Freddie Wilson. Today's subject is New Level, New Devil. Some of you are well aware that the longer you live, the more problems you would experience. Problems come and go, no matter where you live, what your educational level is, or how much money you make. There's always problems that you have to deal with, no matter which level you own right now. I think no matter what you face in life, you have to have faith to deal with it. Faith prepares us to deal with the problems of life. Some of us associate stress with being able to make enough money to take care of ourselves, our families, pay some bills, or even to save some. Don't you know that even people with money have stress? Having money does not excuse you from having stress. It causes stress in other ways that you may not be aware of. No matter your financial situation, only God can give you peace of mind. I found personally that the more you try to live your life for God, the more the devil will try to stress you. I also found out that through living life, stress is predictable and unavoidable. You have to learn to face stress at all levels in your life. John 16:33 tells us to be of good cheer.
1 Timothy 5:8 reads, "But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever."
1 Peter 4:12 tells us not to be concerned about the trials around us. The saying goes, the bigger the trial, the bigger the victory. Count on that to be true, but you got to stay alive and well to face the victories you're trying to deal with. We must know the battle is already won, so let the stress go. Stress left unchecked becomes explosive. Don't let stress catch us off guard. When it comes to your problems and experiences, count it all joy. You should have the faith to know that God is there with you and He'll help you get through your experiences. Faith is the power internally to deal with the problems externally. Sometimes trials come with the purpose of correction and perfection.
Matthew 5:1-4 reads, "Seeing the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, 'Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.'"
You must stay in the fight for your life. Don't let the devil wear you out. Weariness brings about fear, and fear hinders prayer. Don't let anything hinder your prayer life. Trials were designed by the enemy to take you away from God. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let anger get the best of you. If you're going to lose your temper on the devil. Being worn out means mental weariness and exhaustion. Don't let the devil wear you out, like I said before. Quit worrying about everything. Put your fate in God's hands.
Proverbs 25:26 reads, "Like a muddied spring or a polluted fountain is a righteous man who gives way before the wicked."
To disarm the devil, you have to put on the whole armor of God. We must prepare ourselves to fight a battle with the devil. We have to develop a combat faith and prepare to do battle with the enemy. God wants to invade every aspect of our lives, including our hobbies. So you must be willing to let Him in to everything that you do in your life. As God is taking us from level to level, He's also taking us from glory to glory. Life is a series of beginning again. I want you to think of these truths. You were born an original, so don't die a copy. Remember these things. 1, you were chosen. 2, you're superior on a different level. 3, you're holy and set aside. And 4, you're peculiar or uncommon. It's a good thing to be peculiar. It's not a bad thing to be peculiar. You don't want to be just like everybody else. When you become a child of God, you stand out. You are set aside. Know that. Learn that. Be that. You should move away from the land of bondage. That is, the land of not enough. God would make your not enough enough. The period of just enough is the land of experience. God wants us to move from the land of just enough to the land of abundance. And you can only do that through God's favor. But I have you know, you must be willing to change. People, God is taking us to the next level. I have personally witnessed how God would take you out of your comfort zone. And let me tell you, there's blessing waiting on the other end of you doing what God would have you do. The Bible teaches us to trust in the Lord.
Proverbs 3, 1 through 2 reads, My child, never forget the things I have taught you. Store my commands in your heart. If you do this, you will live many years, and your life will be satisfying.
I've said this time and time again. There's no situation from which God can't bring you out. You have to be willing to listen to God, and He will bring you out of your situation. Being faithful in God will place you in a position to recover from anything in your past. You should thrive to gain the godly wisdom God wants you to have and use it to build yourself up. This wisdom will continually elevate you to higher levels in your life, to where God wants you to be, to the next level. And with that, be blessed.